Today, we are learning how to do 2-digit minus 2-digit subtraction with regrouping. The problem that we have is Robin baked 60 cupcakes to be sold at the farmer's market. At the end of the day, she sold 43 of those cupcakes. How many did she have left over? We can begin by modeling this subtraction problem with base 10 blocks. So since we have 60 cupcakes to begin with, we will be taking 6 of these that represent 10 of those cupcakes. And since we have 6 in the tens place, we're going to be putting 6 of these here. And we have 0 in the ones place, so we will not be putting anything over here. So that completes our 60 cupcakes that we have to begin with. Now we will be subtracting 43 of those. So we need to put 4 of these tens down here. And 4 of these represents 40 of those cupcakes that we are subtracting. But we have 43, so we need to put 3 in the ones place. Now that we have our blocks laid out, we can begin our subtraction. But we need to do some regrouping first. Since we have 0 up here and 3 down here, we can't subtract 3 from 0. So we're going to need to take one of these and regroup it into the ones place. And we can do that by breaking it apart and making it into 10 individual pieces. And once that's completed, we can finally begin our subtraction. And this can be shown by drawing a line through each of these that represent the 3 that we are subtracting. So 1, 2, and 3, which leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 left in the ones place. So now we can begin our subtraction in the tens place. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that needs to be subtracted and 5 up top, so no regrouping needs to be done. So we can do the same as in the ones place and draw a line through 1, 2, 3, and 4, which leaves us with 1 left in the tens place. So we can draw a 1 down here. So now we've finished our subtraction, which leaves us with 1 in the tens place, which actually represents 10 of those cupcakes. So 10 plus 7 in the ones place. And we can add those together, which gives us a total of 17 cupcakes that were not sold. Now we can show this pictorially. Our original problem is still 60 cupcakes minus 43 cupcakes. So I'm going to begin by drawing 6 lines in the tens place that represents 60 cupcakes. And since there are 0 in the ones place, we will not put any over here. And now we will draw our subtraction of 43. So we will be putting 4 of those lines down here. And then we need to put 3 over here because 4 of those lines only represent 40 of the 43 cupcakes. So 1, 2, 3. So now we have 43 cupcakes that we are subtracting. So since we begin in our ones place, we can't subtract 3 from 0, so we're going to have to regroup. So we're going to begin by taking one of these from the tens place and regrouping it into the ones place. And since they represent 10, we're going to break it out into 10 individual circles. Now that we have regrouped, we can do our subtraction. So we have 1, 2, 3 that we are subtracting. So we can draw lines through 1, 2, 3, which leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cupcakes left in the ones place. Now we can subtract in our tens place. There's no regrouping that needs to be done, so we can just go ahead and subtract. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that we are subtracting. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, which leaves us with 1 left in the tens place. So since one of these lines represents 10 cupcakes, we have 10 in the tens place and 7 in the ones place. So we're going to be adding those together, which gives us a total of 17 cupcakes that were not sold. Now that we have solved this pictorially and got the answer of 17 cupcakes, we can further check our answer by solving this the abstract way. So we were given a total of 60 cupcakes that were baked to start with, and 43 were sold at the market. So we'll be subtracting 60 from 43. We begin in the ones place, but since we have a 0, you can't subtract 3 from 0. So we'll need to regroup in the tens place, and this 6 will turn into a 5 because we're taking 10 away and moving that 10 into the ones place. So now that we have 10, we can subtract our 3. And 10 minus 3 is 7. So we have a total of 7 in the ones place. There's no regrouping that needs to be done in the tens place, so 5 minus 4 is 1, which gives us a total of 17 cupcakes, which matches our answer that we found in the concrete model as well as the pictorial model. The original problem was that Robin baked 60 cupcakes to be sold at the farmer's market. At the end of the day, she sold 43 of those cupcakes. How many did she have left over? After completing the problem, we have found that Robin had 17 of those cupcakes left over. That's it for today's lesson. Thanks for watching.